guys. It's August 27th, 2024. Getting ready to plant some broccoli. It's a little bit late, but it's alright. Walking down to the barn to get the mower. It's pretty early, it's like 7:40. So the neighbors hopefully are awake. Let me show you guys what's going on. So I've got gourds growing here. Some of them looking pretty sad. And then I have this wire here was being used to hold deer netting up, but that's now down. And I have some kale and collards planted in these beds. So my plan is to try and run a string from these wires straight down, and maybe grab some of these and let them come up and grow along here, and maybe even throw a little shade down on this bed. See what we can do. Just gonna wrap, one of the tendrils is already curling up. I'm gonna wrap it around there. Probably just tie off to the end loosely to encourage it to grow up this. I'm actually going to get a tomato clip. So these are just tomato clips, but you can clip the string and it'll hold it. That way the vine won't get restricted if I forget to untie it. I guess I should introduce myself. This is the first video for our channel for Wild Acres Farm. We're a market garden and we're in Northeast Georgia, Zone 8A. So this is our first season. Sorry, I'm just bringing you guys on board right now, but I want to start documenting from this point forward really, and just what we got going on out here. And it won't just be gardening, really anything around the homestead that I do or my wife Hannah and I do together. Just if we think it's cool, we'll put it on the channel, and hope you guys enjoy it and continue to follow along. Nice to meet y'all. Well, that's nice. There's a big tear here in the fence. I'm guessing from a deer jumping through that. We just planted radishes and some lettuce in these beds here, and it's still hot here. It's like going to be 96 degrees today. So I'm just trying to get some stuff down on the bare dirt to retain some moisture. And honestly, this stuff's really great for the soil. this is where we had tomatoes. We just yanked up all the tomatoes and we're getting ready to plant broccoli and Brussels sprouts and lettuce and things like that down here in these rows. So I'm working on cleaning them up. I'm gonna turn them a little bit, amend the soil, and then try to get planted today. We use this weed barrier to help with the weed suppression. We put it down in the fall last year and it wasn't permanent, but for our first season we wanted something to kind of help us with the weeds and keeping it back since we didn't have time to tarp anything off. So now I'm just yanking them up. They do help. They really did seem to help with keeping the weeds back. The only thing I would say is there's definitely a risk of blossom end rot, at least with tomatoes. And we didn't have drip irrigation set up. We still don't. So getting water and fertilizer to it was a little bit difficult, but not bad. We got a lot of tomatoes out of these plants, so. I think I am going to put this next section on time lapse, but did want to show y'all this view I got from the other side right behind y'all. Not bad, watching that sun come up. There's a few horses in that pasture over there too, so get to enjoy those. There's Tantor. We try to keep him out of the garden. So all I've done was basically loosen it all up. With the hoe, and then I'm going to come back with compost, maybe some leaves. I will put some leaves at least on the walkways, the compost and some organic fertilizer. Sorry, got me a little winded. But yeah, we don't use everything. We try to grow all naturally, so everything we use is organic or it's from the farm. So you'll see us do many things that might seem new or different or might not make sense, or maybe it does, because there's about 1 million YouTube channels and videos out there that explains a lot of the stuff we do. That's where we've learned a lot from, or I have. But we do try to grow naturally and use, you know, good practices. We have tilled out here, but we don't till every time we turn a bed. This is Georgia. We have heavy clay soil. Luckily here where we're at, we do have a little bit of sand in our soil, which is nice to have a little bit of drainage to it. I think I saw a deer. But yeah, we're just basically trying to naturally build our soil and kind of have more permanent style beds. That may change. I've got some areas that I've got tarped off now that, you know, we will till and plant in the spring. But for now, it seems to be working okay. As you can see, the weeds love it. They're out of control. But we got a lot of plants growing too. So this is just a combination of mushroom compost. Basically, these are blocks that a lady we know was doing. She does mushrooms for the farmer's market. So these are just spent, and we mix them in. It's really good for the soil. Break them up a little bit. And then I've got some of our native soil in here, and composted cow manure. We use Black Cow a lot. I like Black Cow products. Not sponsored in any way. Also, this is a watermelon. I'm thinking I'm going to let it get to this pile because I'm sure it will be very happy. I'm going to put some dirt over there. This is a sad tomato over here, but I'm trying to keep it. I don't know why. This tomato plant's been in the ground since April. So show you guys this. It's a Esboba brand Garden Tone organic vegetable and herb food. But this is, I just used like 1 jar of it. And this is a 40-foot row. You can kind of see what the soil looks like added with the compost and the fertilizer. And now I'm gonna go back over this whole bed and rake it and kind of form it, and then it'll be ready to plant. Go down the row here. There's a couple little chunks from the mushroom compost, but I'll go around and break these up. So yeah, this is ready to plant. Those are pole beans. A couple cherry tomatoes that are gonna get yanked out, honestly. This row right here I'm gonna do the same thing with, except for down here where you see I've got new tomatoes in the ground. Trying for a fall harvest on those. All right. Appreciate you guys tuning in and watching today. Planting a broccoli bed might not be the most exciting thing, but I really wanted to get a video up So hope y'all enjoy it and look for the next one. Thank you.